shiver me timbers and sliver me heels. Curse them rotten greenskins. Ain't me parrot Polly.
The ship's blazing ever higher.
Blasted orcs! Learn how to play with fire!
We mustn't let the flames spread to the harbor!
Come on, men. Put your backs into it.
The ship's blazing even higher!
The ship's blazing ever higher!
Here's the biggest bucket we've got.
Water, rain down!
I need to dry off.
Our home, our livelihood, all sunk. That was a right stunning show of magic you pulled, it was. Wish you'd been around when our own barge went down in flames. Well, we were merchants what seems like a moment ago. With our ship sunk, we're little more than free men with nothing more to say than boo. These bleeding orcs, I can't keep off this place for the life of them. They came in here, slinging fireballs and swinging swords. Wasn't a thing we could do to defend ourselves. With our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings around here, that's for sure. Maybe you could keep an eye out, though.
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that all...
Ask the source hunter. Go on.
I wouldn't let it all win 500 yards of my loving nature.
Yes, sir. As fine as... Ever heard about the time the...
Ask the source hunter. Go on.
No, it is. He drove it straight to the power plant.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got broadcasting a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yethel Gore anymore? Sauce? Here in Sicil? Damn. Of all that cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses Dick. That was some fast acting there. Many thanks on behalf of all us seamen. Who knows if it's even over for sure? Those damn orcs keep sending us these terrible surprises.
Sauce? Here? In Sicil? That was some fast acting there. Many thanks on behalf of all us... Madness! Thought we were done with those swampy uglies a fortnight. That loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid zombies, skeletons, you know, the sauce. Here, in Sicil, who knows if it's even over for sure? Those damn orcs keep... That was some fast acting.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicil?
Passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
Is that why we never sailed to Yethel Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all win 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Fennel's carriage for the joyride?
No, it ain't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard.
Name's Conrad. Cargo trader, sea captain, an expert in all things nautical. Those orcs must be out of their barbarous minds launching an attack on a city where a great wizard resides. Though even I must admit they put up a hearty effort. The only time I'd consider waging a suicide campaign like that would be if whatever I...
Sauce? Here? Inside seal? Time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
Is that why we never sound the Yistle door anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Really? The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a rope?
I don't know how you did that. I thought the old girl's fate was sealed when the orc...
I said myself, if I don't start earning it, all hail the rain spirit. That was a fine. I thought the old...
Nothing worse than being stuck on land. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
Halt! These gates are to remain closed at all times. Cap will now be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment. I didn't recognise you right away. Please tell me, you can see security's tighter than ever around here since that surprise attack the Orcs put on a fortnight ago. They did enough damage to shake up Ahu and Captain Aureus something fierce. We can only hope to hold back the undead and these left-field Orc attacks long enough for reinforcements to arrive. I don't think you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked and outnumbered. I'd bring some backup if I were you. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want... Thank you for heeding my words of warning, Hunter. So...
I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you.
Concerns myself.
The sun is out, yet I feel a cold inside my soul.
So you're just hanging around again, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
Oh, thank you for leaving me be, you old bat.
Oh!
Let us see if you can choose the finest green! Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Let us see if you can choose the finest greens! Be the big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff!
Any takers? Come on, you chicken.
So that item interests you, yes? I can let you have it for a very reasonable price indeed.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Be the big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
A good day to you.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Corban.
Join the Sky Club as you
cheese? That excuse is more holy than a slice of this fine almond.
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sightseal is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine. No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot, so I may tell you, Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I saved lives, to be sure, but today I change them. Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
Quite right. Adventure is...
See here. You and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn more?
And I can't say that I have. I'm content with what I have.
Well, don't quarrel about it on my account. Still, if a matter is divisive, it is divisive mainly because it is alluring. And riches are... Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that. And at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own...
I disagree. I, for one, am content with my station.
You disagree with one another. But that proves you are firm-willed. That you have the minds of independence, not dependence. Admit, life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding. Am I right? Of course I am. And I could help you attain the... And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab. So that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to... Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers' guild in Riverlon. Our mission, to better the world. Our man, you'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. And you can. Of course, if you still have questions. What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow. Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first contracts, and once the job... Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five, and thereby draw... By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another, cheer one another, Work hard. Fulfill contract. Of course, of course, of course. All you need to do is sign this waiver.
And me. May all the riches in the world be ours.
Marvelous. Magnificent. Oh, but what am I saying? You found new recruits already? Efficient. Proactive. Oh, I like that. Send them to me and I'll sign them up. And of course, since they're your recruits, what more is there to say, my friend? You are one of us. Oh, it's a pretty straightforward task, this one. Now, in this town dwells a wizard. Ahu is his name, and he's a frightful eccentric. Scientific type, you know the kind. Favors reason over faith and all that. Not Fabulous 5 material, him. His experimental weapons may keep a couple of skeletons away from the city, but many of his other researches failed. Melf, one of them was a big lumbering apparatus. A frightful automaton shaped like a giant made of steel. It was supposed to crush, but you can guess what happened. Did it become sentient? Was it cursed? Whatever the cause, the thing relieved itself of its pilot and headed north towards a network of caves. Now ask yourself, what if it comes back? It could smash the city walls and claim 100 lives before being subdued. Luckily, there are those in this world who belong to the Fabulous 5. The braves who eat such monstrosities for breakfast. Go, They call the undead a problem, my friend. But those who know the ways of the Fabulous 5 see no problems. They see opportunities. An enterprising spirit.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
Oh, thank you, CPP.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your eye. I'm a duke. Into peasants.
Back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? Oh, Medora, you lummox. 1,000 pardons, comrade. This old bear's edgier than a dodecahedron these days. I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, aren't you? Give Captain Wartruce my regards next time you see him. Heavens hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. And come to think of it, one that might concern you. See, I'm here on, well, let's call it a loan from a town to the north of here. Hunter's Edge by name. There's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. Not your run-of-the-mill savages either, but ones who've taken dark magic to new heights. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say, but it's my responsibility to send them packing. Preferably with their horns in their suitcases and a knee-knocking fear of ever crossing paths with a sauce hunter again. I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Sicile. They don't have it by the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were rounding up villagers when one of them activated a tripwire on our village wizard's property. Fortunately for me, I managed to wrench free of my captor's grip and flee. Well, comrade, I hadn't thought of it till you tapped my shoulder just now. I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. And the way I've been scouting Sicile for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the counselor. Well, you know the old expression, 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion. I know this place like the back of my hand by now. And the orcs up north will be short work for a trained-up trio of sauce hunters.
Another source hunter on the team will make us all the more formidable against this wicked magic. Welcome aboard, Medora.
That's the spirit. Listen closely now. Do you hear it? That's the sound of every orc and sorcerer in a 100-mile radius shaking in his wee boots.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you. It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Counselor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wished the man harm. I am the Duke of Ferrell, though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice. Oh, careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffrons, I dare say. Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ah, he should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets. Ah, what have we here? A source hunter, is it? Well, my day just became rather more stimulating. Oh, stand still then, if you don't mind. Tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but your face, quite classical, isn't it? Statuesque, some might say. Yes, smooth and my word, what passion burns from your eyes. So you've joined up. You've sworn to share in our... I can finally offer you our finest adventuring equipment at fantastic Well, you must be thrilled to find yourself a member of a team so widely renowned for its valor and skill. And you must be even more curious about how you yourself can suit up to face such enemies as a member of the Fabulous Five must face. Well, never fear. I have everything you need.
Oh, yes.
Oh, darling, that was so long ago now. Who can remember who said what after all this time? What will you are a member of the eminent Fabulous Five after I am Anna. I've cut 1,000 throats and baked 1,000 bread rolls, stolen the crown jewels of the Queen of Arata, and, with my pockets full, helped her when the day comes that I die, the gods will evacuate the heavens to make space for my formidable... But haven't we wasted enough breath with chit-chat? Come now, why don't we trade instead? A member of the Fabulous Five can't well be seen with those playthings. I hear you've been tasked with taking out that crazed robot in the northern cave. I'm sure you'd like to equip yourself with the finest possible accoutrement. wouldn't
Accoutrements.
Come, come. I have everything you need. Providing you can afford it, I'll be happy to supply you with all the gear you'll need while swinging swords alongside the Fabulous Five. I hear you've been tasked with taking out that crazed robot in the north.
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time. What do you mean, not familiar? You expect me to believe? Why? I'm only the most famous wizard this side of the distance. Although, and don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the...
Greetings, traveller. And may the Immaculate Conduit's myriad blessings comfort and cradle you. You mean you haven't heard? Oh, what fortune that I may share the goddess's salvation with one who has... Steel yourself, friend, for your mortal spirit could be forever transformed from this moment forth by following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way we can each of us live on for a span greater than the number of stars that she came from on high to we mortals and showed us the path to the goddess. She showed us that injury and malady need not mark the end of life, but that, for this hallowed information, you must seek an immaculate chapel. Go north, friend, through the forest, there, among her followers. What's in and go on the pub.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door.
Leave me be, I have a job to do.
Oh, from the airplane? How much was it? Wow.
I swear
Finally.
I saw a lady in red upon the beach, but everyone laughed.
You there, cut it out.
Should we go party then?
I smell... Oh, the fierce stench of frightened source goblin.
Actually, I think that's only roast pig.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course. This time.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
A source hunter! Oh, what a sight! Me? I live alone here in town. Used to be that my younger brother Tom and I were practically joined at the hip, but that's all changed now. Oh, he's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism adventuring and endlessly worrying my poor mind. Oh, but for my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with Captain Aureus now and then. That band of... I don't even know what to call them. Well, they're his heroes, and I simply couldn't prevent him from going to see them. That one meeting was all it took for...
Omnes autem mali demonis quam.
What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Sicil. Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken, for you hardly resemble the local fisherfolk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious dimensions indeed. No, a source hunter, that is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say why, simply because you hunt source, and I, Jehan, hunt demons. You are aware, of course, now. I hate what I hunt, but I respect its cunning. Should I not, I'd have been decimated. This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. Let there be strength in cunning, yes, but on one condition. That on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic entities, no matter how tempting they...
You speak before your turn. I, for one, am not ready...
Oh, simple souls. Oh, doomed spirits. What tangled webs you'd weave. But I won't be a fly to be caught in them. Begone.
What's the sentence to use it in?
And if you should see the light, I will be here in the library. For now, you are not worthy of my devotion.
I would say, like, weeks. Is it in your account right now?
The Source Hunter. Why, simply now. This is a sentence on one condition.
You speak before your turn.
Oh, simple souls. Oh, doomed spirits. The source. Why, simply now. This is a sentiment I'm on one condition.
I concur.
Oh, simple. The lesser.
In the name of Amun-Hor, I bid thee Tujda Getahal. Be welcome, human. My library, I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. The likeness isn't... When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Sicil toward the sea. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amun-Hor, dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd, and he took pity on the exiled infant that chance had put in his way. He raised me like I was his own, this kindest of souls, taught me the language of men, their customs and their letters. Thus, I became this. Indeed you may. The wisdom... Volume 1, Volume 2, but where's the third one gone? Shatsu.
The lesser
Sometimes I
key
think
of
these books sprout little legs
Saracandras.
in the night.
Ugh, what nonsense. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition, too. Most promising.
Kejdenor. brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
Demonology for dumbbells. I need something more advanced. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
The knight in see-through armor.
You're broke?
Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom.
No, this isn't the
Esmeralda
grimoire
does have a
I'm looking
propensity
for.
for all things
The
naughty, hasn't she?
Sulumonarchia Daemonum. And a first edition too. Most promising.
The knight in see-through armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all...
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer, huh? My ears aren't what they used to be. Nor my eyes, for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. Oh, yes, the Fabulous Five. Aren't they simply fantastic? That machine Ahu built is an abomination. My elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Syceal, and What? Oh, you mean Syceal. Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of the undead have overrun all but one. That's not to mention... And, while what? The undead? Jake, most of the towns, as you can imagine, I'm an all-right bloke. Apart from all this, what now? Oh, you mean the staff of Pergamon? Yes, yes. Cecil proved an old fool, though. His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter. The staff itself contains a shard of Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for this, my dear. I introduced it. If you're looking for something special, just ask. No, all my clothes are in fine condition, thanks. I've been going to the same tailor for years. That depends. Marvelous.
I knew that dark-dealing old man dabbled in source.
What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Syceal's crown. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every... Yes. Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. It what? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now. Please...
What a strong and handsome officer you are.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to... I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young. Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger, and you believe them? These insinuations truly go...
Well, what do you want to know?
They came out of nowhere. Must have been, 2 years ago now? The very heart of winter. I smelt them before I saw them in the night. Torchlight reflected in their eyes like it does in predators. But these were no wolves. These were our ancestors, come to devour their offspring.
Syceal, now that's a...
Quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look...
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake. I am Septimus, 7th son in a household of 9. Legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were as... But never shall I lose heart. Long as a single Legionnaire stands, all of us remain undefeated in the eye. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication. Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Cyseal. The Council of 7 couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. And what questions are those? Proper soldiers shouldn't be ordered to fight such unnatural abominations. We used to cut them limb from limb by the dozen, only to see a gross of them rise from the ground and stalk. Tragedy flocks to this place.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop. Listen, if you're gonna accuse me of something, you would better find the evidence to back...
Well, what do you want to know? Well, what do you want to know?
Striking it rich!
Strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda. I'm just doing my duty. For the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my hero. The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in these trying and troubled times.
Never fear. As long as I'm around, no hair on your halo edge.
that's what that did. A bloody dagger. Could this have been involved in the crime?
It certainly piques one's interest, doesn't it?
Legion's greetings, Hunter. You claim to possess a dagger caked in dried blood. Found in the cellar of this very house, you say? That's very disconcerting.
The hunter returns! I hope you are— Listen, if you're gonna accuse me, perhaps it is you who should explain your presence in my cellar. And the dagger? What'll you think of next? Accusing me of bashing him over— Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Well, but don't you worry.
One coin or two, nobles? Thank you, kind one. Oh, I am a happy... I'd heard they were not... They told me. Fire, the most... May the soul of a...
So, those statues told him he'd have to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they?
Have some pity.
And now he's begging to survive. Looks like everything went according to plan.
Sorry, sir.
You don't think it's invented, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Toe. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Talia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow with...
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Source Hunter, I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little.
I'm done.
But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
I think I missed one of the
Nuts! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
It is difficult for me to claim humanity as you do. I am still learning to see myself in the faces of those I meet. And those... It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now
What?
Sicilian stew. Again!